All right, guys, here we go. Welcome back to Jasmine Father Garage. We got the RX7 right here. It looks different now from my previous video. Before, I showed you guys how to install the side skirts and show you guys how the rear bumper looked like. Same thing on the front. So now, it's way different now. I took out the fenders, the front bumper, both headlights, I took them off. So if you guys following this channel, you know that I'm taking out the engine because I'm gonna be painting the engine bay on this. So there's a lot of things to do. So I went crazy with this already without the camera just because I just wanna get it done, and all the boring stuff I don't wanna capture on the video. But I'm just gonna show you guys what I've done here. So you can see the headlamps are gone. This harness, this chassis harness here, my God, I never see harness like this before. This is like a 93 up to 05 is all the same. But this chassis harness is ridiculous. There's no brake on here. There's no connector. It's all in one. All the way there. So this side right here, the end of this harness is underneath the dash. It connects to all the gauges, all the cluster, all those sensors under the dash, and then there's a fuse block down there as well. This connects this harness. There's no main connector here to disconnect, nothing at all the way there. And then on this other side, this connects to the fuse block on the left side of the dash as well. The only way to get this out, the whole thing, so it's out of the way, is disconnect from the fuse block on the left and then on the right. But to do that, you have to take out the whole dash, take out the center consoles, the whole dash, and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna leave it like this, let it hang. I disconnect pretty much like a lot of stuff here. This is gonna be part of the engine right here, together with the engine when I take them out. I got the piping, the tubing out already, and the intercooler is out already. Air intake, I gotta change the setup on the air intake. I was thinking of gonna move this whole thing back more this way and then put like a big fat cone filter like K9 or something like that. There's two big fat cone filter. I'm gonna put it here. It's gonna stick out right here. It's more filter than pipe showing kind of thing. I ordered the wheel liner already because this one right here has been cut already. Somebody cut it. And same thing on the other side. I order this side. Man, this wheel liner are ridiculous pricey. Oh my God. A pair of them is like probably 400 to like 600 bucks for a pair plus shipping. It's a ridiculous price, man. So I got the coolant drain a little bit right here. I pressurize first before I drain the coolant. It holds pressure 15 psi on the decent warm engine. I haven't started this engine for like 2 weeks, so I'm just gonna quickly drain the coolant. Here's a drain plug on this coil rad right here. Drain the coolant on this side, and there's gonna be coolant left on the engine side. We're just gonna leave that, but drain the coolant here, and then we're gonna disconnect the upper and lower rad hose in this overflow tank here. This coil rad is mounted on the side with the bracket right there. Same thing on this side with the bracket. When that disconnect, we'll pull out this whole rad out and then slowly working all the way back to the engine. This is out already. We'll take that out and then we'll put the bolts back in. And then there's a ABS system right here. This is gonna be the nightmare. I seen you could delete this out, take those nasty piping tubing here, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna unbolt everything up, lift it up, paint, spray paint on this area right here, 3-stage paint, and then when it's dry, pull it back, bolt it down. Same thing with all those brackets for this tubing right here. I'm not gonna take them out, but of course you just have to clean it, prep it first before you start painting the engine bay. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna clean all this up. Of course, gonna have to clean it. You know, there's a lot of dust here and dirt, dry, old mud and everywhere. So there's gonna be a lot of cleaning on this, and especially on the engine. After we take them out, gonna clean the oil out. Gonna pressurize the oil system, and let's see where the leak's coming from. So let's just keep going here. We're gonna drain the coolant, and then we'll take out the rad. Alright guys, I got the 10 mil out of this bracket right here. This is loose on this side now. And I got the hose clamp out from this fitting right here. And then we're just gonna take out this last bolt right here that connects to the rad. Alright. And then there's a hose down here from the rad go up, going to this reservoir right here. So we're gonna have to disconnect that hose. But it's way down there, so let's try to lift this up and rest it right here so we could take out that hose. Alright, make sure to get the lower rad hose disconnect as well so that this whole thing will come out. Alright, look at that. There's a lot of room here now. This is the mounts for the lower rad right there. We're supposed to have a plastic or rubber right here, but it's gone. Same thing with this one. This is totally gone. So we'll have to make something up, put a rubber in here so that it's nice and firm where the rad goes in. All right, so this piece of bar across right here is pretty slim. I'm gonna have to take those two out. You have to take this bar out, two bolts. This whole thing will come out. So I'm slowly trimming everything out to the side, other side, and then underneath the engine, transmission bolts, clutch fork, engine oil cooler line right here, heater core hoses right there, disconnect. There's tiny little things, you know. We're just gonna fast forward everything and then show you what's going on next. Alright guys, check this out. It looks like there's mud, dirt in here. This is from the compression side. After you get compressed from the turbo, it goes out to the charge side of the intercooler. What caused this is bad filter. That cone filter I got, it's like a foam filter. Yeah, it's not filtering it right. So air here goes in to the turbine, compress all the way up, and this is what you get. And check this out. This is where the air filter goes in here. So this is loose. So air is getting sucked in there, goes in here to the turbo, compress, goes up to the charge pipe to the intercooler. So it's getting its air coming in from this side, not from the cone filter. So that's why we're doing this, because it's someone's project, you know. You don't know what they do, you don't know where they left off. Good thing I found this, because if not, it could have been a lot of damage in here. It could be the turbine probably all pitted, and then all the blades probably all bent, or who knows. So we'll take a look. But other than that, we're just gonna keep going, trim everything out in here, and then we're just gonna slowly pulling the whole engine out. All right, next let's try to take out this engine harness here from the firewall right there, going to the engine right there. This front engine right here, this is gonna go together with the engine when we take out this whole thing out. Gonna go together. So the one from the firewall, it connects underneath the dash, the ECU. So let's take a look. All right, so there's the harness right there. So I unplugged this white connector already. This is going into the engine bay right here. So let's connect all the way here to the ECU. So Make sure remember to that's why I'm recording this, so that in the future when I try to install it back together, I know which one is gonna go in when I try to put this connector back together. All right guys, so there's two 10mm bolt down here. I end up taking those out. There's one of them right there. Take out this AC is way better before you unplug the connector. There you go. Look at that. That's way better than going behind and not seeing what you're doing. Let's unplug all this quick. Alright guys, so all this yellow connector right here. One more to disconnect is this blue connector right here at the back. Let's disconnect that quick. Alright, so this is the harness right here that we need to take out. And then there's one more right there, right here. This is just a quick connect. We'll just unplug that. So this side here stay on the vehicle. And then all this right here goes into the hole on the firewall. We'll pull all this out coming from the hood. So let's go to the other side, and then let's pull all this thing on the other side. All right, here we go guys. Here's the end of the harness right there. Just gonna fix this up, put more wire loom on this, and then we'll tape it up good, make it nice. So this will stay on the engine side, and then we're just gonna keep tugging away. The next one will be the fuel line, and then the heater core hoses, inlet outlet right there. There's two. There's a fuel line right here. There's three. After that, maybe the power steering, the pressure line right here, and then there's a return line. We're just gonna unplug this, and then we'll put a plug in here so that it will stop leaking oil. Same thing with this one. We'll take this bolt out and then put a plug so that it will stop leaking oil. We're just gonna keep plugging away, and then eventually this whole engine will start coming out. So for now, this is it for this video. Stay tuned for the next video coming up. We'll be taking out the bell housing bolts, the clutch, the fork, and then we'll put a engine hoist on this. We'll pull the whole thing out, and this engine is out of here. That's it guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. See you guys again on the next one.